with you.
Oh, look at the window flex, guys, from the bass. These speakers are talking though.
Found you when your heart was broke.
Can a budget door setup actually sounds like a premium one? Today, I'm putting my entire door panel to the test, featuring these PRV MR200A, some budget timpano bullet tweeters, a horn driver, and also a 8-inch mid-bass speaker. By the end of this video, you will know if this is one of the best budget door setups you can build. Be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's jump right into the video. So recently I did my door panels without using fiberglass and it came out pretty good. What I have inside my door panels are coming along on my mid-bass speaker. I have an 8-inch PRV mid-range speaker using as mid-bass as in right now, and then coming on my low-mid speakers I'm using some 6.5s PRV mid-range speakers, and then coming on my high-mid I'm using a timpano horn driver. Then coming on my heights we have some timpano bullet tweeters. And now coming over on my amplifier and my processors setup, now I'm using a Audio Legion AL110 4-channel amplifier for my mid-bass speakers and my low-mid speakers. Coming on this Rockville 5-channel amplifier, I'm using this amplifier for my horn driver and also my tweeters. And we also have a Mats Bluetooth DSP using for my dual panel setup. If you guys are curious about my bass setup, I have some Sky Audio 12-inch EVL subwoofers back here running on a DS18 full range 3000 RMS amplifier, and I also have a crossover for the subwoofers. The reason why I chose these speakers are because if you guys know my bill is strictly on a budget, so nothing in my vehicle is expensive. So I mentioned that I use a Mats Bluetooth DSP, and where I have these different speakers, high pass and low pass filter being set at, it coming on this 8-inch mid-range speaker where I use as a mid-bass. I have this speaker playing a frequency from 110 Hz up to 500 Hz, and then coming on my PRV 6.5 speakers where I use as low mid, I have these speakers playing a frequency from 500 Hz up to 3200 Hz. And then coming on my horn driver where I use as a high mid, this horn driver is playing from 3200 Hz up to 7000 Hz. And then for my heights, my budget timpano bullet tweeters, I have these tweeters playing from 7000 Hz up to 20,000 Hz. The slope I use for all of my speakers are Linkritz Riley 24 dB slope, except for my tweeters. I do not have any slope on the low pass filter for my tweeters. So let's do a sound clarity test from these budget doors. I have this song right here which is I'll Say Without Me. I also need y'all to recommend some sound clarity songs in the comments, so let's listen out for the clarity.
Your heart was broke, your cup until it overflowed. I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you could take advantage of me. I feel sitting up there, feeling so high, but too far away to hold me. You could live without me, thinking you could live without me.
That was the sound clarity sound check, and it was sounding really good for these budget speakers. I didn't have my volume on max, so let's boost the volume on these speakers now. Let's do a real distance sound test on these speakers.
Call me a run, come speeding.
Ooh, these speakers are talking.
You around me, may I stop eating?
Let's go, guys.
Why would I leave when I gotta do?
Oh, look at the window flex, guys, from the bass. These speakers are talking though. These speakers are talking, bro.
It's good, but it goes nowhere. Let's be real.
I'm trying to get some distance. Okay, guys, look at.
Mommy and you are on prefix.
The clarity, guys, the projection, guys. And that is only one duo as well, so guys, I had to close the other one.
Expect you to hold on tight.
I put my feelings to the side, 'cause I can't get you out of my mind. Let's not waste any more time. I can't feel this good, but it goes nowhere. Let's be real.
Guys, the projection from these speakers. The projection from these speakers travels far away. I was about 60 meters, and guys, the projection from these speakers are just amazing. The clarity, you guys can hear every bit of the sound from the 60-meter distance. I have to do like a better distance test with these speakers, but in a more quiet area. Right now my neighbors are home and I don't want to really disturb them. So with a budget build like this, it's definitely worth it, and it's not much work and cost on these speakers. The process of making this, all I had to do is just cut out a face for the speakers and just mount it on and fill up the gaps with some spray foam, and that's all I had to do. Everything is sealed up, as you guys can see. There's no gaps on this dual panel. The pros and cons of having a setup just like this without using fiberglass and using budget speakers: one, it doesn't take much time to build, and this is something you guys can build on your own. Two, you guys don't have to spend a lot of money. And three, it sounds really great. Now the cons with this budget build now: one, it doesn't look as tidy, but it still works. Two, it takes up more space with your dual panel. I want y'all to rate this setup from a scale from 1 to 10, and also rate the sound performance from these speakers. I know the looks of this build is not the best, but trust me, the performance from this duo is excellent. I'm looking forward for sound competitions, and just to show that budget builds can also compete with those expensive builds. I still have more work to do with my build. I still have to change up these mid-range speakers we am using as mid-bass to some actual mid-bass speakers, and also I have to clean up my wiring, my messiness, and also carpet the door. And I also have to add some sound deadening as well too, to gain that extra performance from these speakers. There's still some work I have to do on these doors to improve the sound clarity, the performance, and the looks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, and I'm looking out for y'all ratings down in the comments. I love y'all. Peace.